I love to cook, and it trips females out. I love to cook. Actually, I was going to go to culinary art school a little
Oh,
bit, but I didn't finish. But because I just couldn't get used to all the grease and all that
oh,
stuff getting in my face, I was young. But I love to cook, and I used to tell my clients, another part of cooking is presentation, and I'm really big on my cutlery. I
yeah,
like my plates beautiful. I like my silverware great. I like my glasses because I think when you're making food, it's different when you're making food, but after the food is being made, after it's
mhm.
all done, how is it being presented? Like, what's your take on that? Because I think people go to restaurants to get that experience, but they have to create that. I teach them, why not create that same experience in your house? What's your take on
That's her favorite part. That's her
was it?
favorite part. Right up there with you.
So when you get a chance, you can pop onto my page because of all of the aspects of what I have done in my life to get to this point. Believe that I am giving gifts to those that are eating.
Mm,
And part of giving that gift, right, the gift of flavor, the gift of texture, the smells and aromas, right, is what it looks like. You don't, for me, I can't give a present unless it's wrapped, right,
mm,
unless it's ready to be visually seen. And so for me, presentation is exactly me finalizing the gift and giving it to those that are at my table. And I do that for myself on a nightly basis as well. You are going to see that it's proportionate, it's clean. I've wiped my plate. There's no drips or spills. Like I've
yeah,
got my greenery. So if and when you get the opportunity, my pages, social medias are full of basically me giving presents visually to either those that are here in my home or those that are online.
And those in her live, even if they're not able to stay the full hour and a half, 2 hours, they'll pop back in to see the presentation.
yeah, yeah. I'm a
Yeah.
presentation guy. Now, before we
Yeah.
wrap up, tell me about the book. You're in the process of writing a book. What's it about? How can the viewers get it? And how can they reach out to you and support you and understand what all the great gifts that you're providing to the world?
So the book is basically sensual cooking with Chef Angela, and it is a play on words. I believe in my food theory is that food should engage all of your senses. So it's a nice walk the line because people are like, "Oh, what does this mean?" But really, it's talking about like how do you engage all of your senses so that you are getting a really full experience. A lot of things that happen, like even with mental health and people who are addicted to food is because of the food that they're eating, right? And they're not feeling satisfied. They're still eating and eating and eating, and they're not dealing with that emotionalness. So when you are creating an aspect or a recipe, I want you to be really mindful of all of your senses